Bay Area trying to add on. Run the option. Rankin lunges. Touchdown. Justin's 11th rushing score on the year. Here comes the blitz. They pick it up. In the flat, Justin Rankin to the end zone. Touchdown. Justin's got 1 rushing, 1 receiving. Second down. This time Rankin. First down and more. Justin Rankin. Touchdown. Wow.
That dude's pretty good.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that guy. Justin Rankin, star running back of the Bay Area Panthers. Welcome to the show, young man.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. Hey, coming up a huge game against undefeated Frisco, your former team.
Yes, correct.
Any special meaning against playing against those guys?
I wouldn't really say any special meaning, but, I do know a lot of the guys in the team. And, obviously I was there last year. So, we had a successful year. I had a successful year with them. So it will be fun to be able to play them and, play some of the guys that I was teammates with just, a couple months ago. So I'm definitely excited to see them, and especially with them being the number 1 seed this year. It's a big game. It's going to be exciting to play them.
Who were the guys on that team you were closest with?
Ooh, probably TJ, Worm, the receiver, and then Charles Williams.
JRank11 on Instagram, so follow him.
Yes, sir.
Great social media follower and a content creator. Hey, we were talking about that. Some of the ladies in the office, Shelby and Andrea, are saying you do stuff. You travel with a tripod and you create stuff. So what kind of stuff do you make, and how can people watch it?
Yeah, so about a couple of months ago, I kind of just got into the fitness scene. I was already working out every day, but one of my friends that kind of does content, he told me that he was like, you should just start recording and posting. He was like, you're a funny dude. People like you. He's like, just do it. I've never been the type to kind of go into the gym and record myself. So it was kind of awkward at first, but I kind of enjoy it. And the, the feedback that I get from people and the interactions that I get from people it's fun. I enjoy it. I don't have a big following, but it's fun to do. So mostly I just do a fitness content, but I've kind of ventured off into football once the season started. So it's fun.
Have you gotten more swole since you started doing the content? Because I've seen the pictures without your shirt off. You and JT. Yeah. Normally I do the show with my shirt off, but I'm intimidated by you guys, so I got to dress up.
Yeah, no, most definitely did. I lost a lot of weight. I was kind of chubby back when I was in Frisco, and I kind of lost weight, kind of got a little bit more swole, and yeah, I definitely did.
Do you feel stronger or faster now without the extra weight?
Oh yeah, I'm way stronger, and I didn't feel faster, but when I watch myself, I do look a lot faster, and like JT told me that I look faster, so I'm gonna believe him. I don't think JT gonna lie to me, so I hope that I look faster.
We were talking about your Instagram, and I was scrolling through it, and I saw this cute little kid, and you just told me off air it was your son. So tell me about him. Tell me about your family.
Yeah, that's my little 6-year-old son, man. I love him to death. I had him my freshman year in college. It was kind of crazy. He used to come to football practices, and he used to come to watch film and everything like that with us because, we didn't have a babysitter. So it was a good experience to have him grow up and be around football. Now he hates it, but it was still nice to have him be there while playing football.
I talked to some other guys on the team when we signed them that have kids, and they had them in college or a couple even high school seniors. How did that shape you, change you, maybe realign your priorities, knowing that you're playing for something other than yourself?
Yeah, no, it most definitely, gave me a bigger why. For the most part, though, it just kind of made you grow up a little faster, not necessarily not be able to do the things that, a 20-year-old kid can do, but, you just had to grow up fast. You had a responsibility that you had to get home to that was bigger than you. So it definitely made me stop doing certain, activities and certain things, or wanting to go home and spend time with my family more. It was nice. It definitely made me go harder too, a lot harder.
Yeah, good for you. How did you get hooked up with the Panthers? Because the coaching staff told me after you signed, other guys started to come.
Yeah.
They go, Dave, signing Rankin meant everything because it gave our team credibility from 1 and 15, showing Bay Area would be a good place to be.
Yeah, so I mean, it was kind of like it's kind of funny. A lot of the guys like Aaron Dilworth and Arthur, and JT too. We all kind of like just were talking after the season, and everybody was trying to figure out what the next move was. If we were staying at our current teams or trying to find somewhere else to kind of play. And obviously we stumbled upon Bay Area, and you got Coach Wooten, one of the best OCs in the IFL. So that kind of was a no brainer right there. Coach Keefe, a great DC, and you also had Coach Arbet. So like it was kind of a like as soon as we all kind of came to a consensus, like guys, like what about Bay Area? It was kind of an easy decision after that. I'm enjoying my time here. I love my team. And then they signed Dalton Sneed. When I saw Dalton Sneed was coming, that's all we needed was a quarterback.
Yeah.
That made me and JT excited. So it's nice to be here. I love this team.
I work from home.
Well, since you mentioned Dalton Sneed, I'm going to play something that he did, and I want to get your comment on what a guy like that means.
And Sugarscos came back to win in the second half. Pitch to Rankin. Justin cuts it back. Sneed the lead blocker, and Rankin along the wall. Touchdown! Rankin's fifth rushing score. Sneed with the escort, and the Panthers struck first.
You got the offensive line doing their thing, but you've got your quarterback out throwing blocks. What does that mean to you as a running back to have another guy like that in your corner?
I mean, it's amazing that, like, obviously you want to see guys blocking for you anyways, but to see a quarterback be that like selfless and like just unselfish it's crazy. Most quarterbacks will never even think about getting in front of a linebacker, a defensive lineman, and Snead does it every time that he hands the ball off to me. So it's nice just to know, like, if I cut back, like, I know that Snead's gonna go out there and lead block in front of me. It's funny because I think a lot of the teams think that the toss is designed for a cutback, and it's hilarious because we're just like, no, it's just me and Snead out there playing football.
You do that a lot. You start off to the left and cut back to the right, and almost like a design play. Who are some of the running backs that you admired, growing up as a high school kid, college player? That, man, I love the way that guy plays.
Yeah, so it's actually funny. I'm not like a huge football guy. There are like obviously some players that I looked up to, the Barry Sanders of the world and things of that nature. But I'm not like a huge football guy, so I never grew up really watching football a lot, comparing myself to other running backs. When I was in college, though, like I came up and like Kareem Hunt was at Toledo. I was in the MAC, so I watched a lot of those guys play. Deontay Johnson, he wasn't a running back, but with the ball in his hands, he was unreal. So I kind of watched a lot of those guys and try to mimic some of their game. I enjoy the way they play. I like the way they play. So I don't really have any real idols, though. If that's the question there.
No, that's a question. Hey, so at what point did you say if football was it? Were there other sports you liked growing up, and then maybe you?
I kind of played everything. I mean, I played basketball, ran track, played a little bit of volleyball. I don't know. Honestly, it's like probably my junior year. That's when I kind of start to like hone in and take football more serious. I just kind of was playing just to have fun. I was kind of good at it. I had fun. I didn't really understand the concept of like playing in college until like my junior year. And that's when I was like, okay, like this could actually take me somewhere. Like I kind of like, let's do this. Like, and that's when I locked in on it and kind of fell in love more with the game, the details, the inside and outs of the X's and O's of football.
Well, one of the things I love about what you do, and you mentioned the strength and the commitment to the game and the muscle and the speed that you have that you didn't have a year or so ago. I remember this one play. Let me find it for you. Yeah. It's fantastic because you reverse field and you got this stiff arm against the Rattlers, and it is insane because you start left and that little design play. But watch this one right here. Get out of here! Come on now.
Yeah, I like that one.
That's my favorite Rankin play of the entire season. I mean, he had the long run against Northern Arizona over the weekend and some other good ones, but that to me was just representation of, man, I'm not going to be stopped.
Yeah, I can't. I saw the end zone. I got to get in there.
Yeah, not bad at all. Hey, what did you think when you saw JT? In fact, I'll play it, but it's one of the great plays of the IFL this season. With him doing it. And I saw you celebrate with him. This is the JT climbing the wall, at Northern Arizona, and it's insane.
4th down and 4 for the Panthers. Play fake. Snead goes to the air. He's got Stokes. He elevates. He rolls into the crowd, and he's got the Bay Area touchdown. What an athletic play. A full flip over the wall right there for JT Stokes.
And I saw you get there to celebrate with him, too. That's got to be one of the plays of the year in the Indoor Football League.
Yeah, it's funny, like the sequence of it. So at number 10 from Northern Arizona, when he caught the ball over the wall, I was on the sideline, and I was like, wow, like that might be one of the best plays I've ever seen. And I was like, that's like a ESPN play. And then later on, JT catches the ball.
Just like that. And
then I look right, boom. And I go up to him. I said, JT, that's probably the greatest play I've ever seen. Like, I don't think it could get any better than the other guy's catch. But that right there, I was like, you flipped over the wall and still caught the ball. I could never. That was amazing.
Do you guys plan out or practice during the week some of the end zone celebrations?
Oh yeah, most definitely. So it's funny because like we every week we're like, guys, like we got to do more celebrations, and we never do them. So finally, the one day I'm like, all right, like what are the celebrations going to be for this week? Because we need some celebrations. We all just score and give each other high fives and walk off the field. And I'm like, everybody else is celebrating. We got to celebrate.
Okay, so you work on the choreography then.
Yeah, we're trying. We're getting better at it.
JT was raving about his time with you, enjoys bowling with you and just getting into golf. How competitive are those get-togethers? Just fun, or are you trying to beat each other?
Oh no, we're trying to beat each other. Everything. It doesn't matter if we're playing Uno. You know, we play this game called Monopoly Deal. It's like a fast version card game of Monopoly. I mean, it gets serious. We'll be in the airport like playing all day when we're traveling. I mean, we're not playing just to play. We're playing to win. We want to win, especially when it comes to bowling. They all try to keep up with me, because I learned how to bowl a couple of months ago, and I was in the league in the off season. So every time we go, they're trying to beat me, and if they beat me, I don't stop hearing about it for like 2 weeks.
JT says he's a solid 150. He can always bring 150.
Oh yeah, he'll always bring 150. And a good day, he might get 190, 180.
Is that enough to beat you?
No, that's not enough to beat me.
Okay.
They got to bowl over 200 so they want to beat me.
Rankin, what do you think needs to happen as this team is on the cusp of doing great things? A game back of Northern Arizona in the Western Conference. How far can the team go, and what do you need to do to take it to the next level?
I think the biggest thing is just learning how to finish. A lot of our games are just, especially at the losses, they're just lost in the fourth quarter. And that's really, I think, in my opinion, that's just us coming together as a team, that chemistry, that bond, getting closer so we can trust each other in the fourth quarter when we're tired, to be able to make the plays that need to be made and, outplay and outwork, our opponent. It's going to happen. It's something that we've been working on. We're this close. Once we get over that little hump, in my opinion, there's not a team that can stop us.
How important is that brotherhood? You talk about the chemistry, and it's kind of a cliche, but unless you're in the locker room, unless you do it, you can't really relate to what that means. Talk about that with this group and how important that is.
Yeah, it's huge, and that's, I believe that with any team, that chemistry, the bond that you have with your team is huge. Like, if you don't have it, how can you believe and trust that, my offensive linemen are going to make the blocks? You're kind of putting your blind faith into somebody. So to be able to put my blind faith into someone to make a block or make a play or whatever the case may be, I got to know them as a person. I got to know who they are. I got to know what they're about, and what they stand for. If I don't, there's no way that you can put your blind faith into just a random person.
Is that important then, to have some quality time off the field?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I cook tacos for the team, every Tuesday. We try to get together, whether it's bowling, cards, Monopoly, whatever the case may be, at least twice a week. Actually, we just got done today. We were playing little card games, and Snead actually had some little game on his TV that we all played together. So we all try to get together at least a couple times a week, just to again further that team chemistry and that team bond.
Well, it's certainly been a remarkable turnaround from 1-15 to now a team on the cusp of making a deep playoff run, and guys like you are making it happen. So I really appreciate your time.
I appreciate you. Seriously, thank you. We want to turn this thing around.
Panthers running back Justin Rankin.
Yes, sir.